Good morning, class. Today we are going to discuss the remaining questions of your exercise 8.4. We will be starting with question number 5, third part. What you have to prove, tan theta upon 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta is equal to 1 plus secant theta cosecant theta. In the book you can see that they are saying that change the expression to sine and cos. What we have on right hand side, we have secant theta, cosecant theta, but on the left hand side we have tan and cot. We don't have any relationship between tan, cot, secant, cosecant. What we will do, we will change tan theta and cot theta in sine and cos. After changing, you will get sine theta upon cos theta in place of tan theta, 1 minus cos theta upon sine theta plus cos theta upon sine theta in the denominator, 1 minus sine theta upon cos theta. Now in the denominator we have fractions, solve it. Sine theta upon cos theta. When you are going to take LCM, you will get sine theta minus cos theta upon sine theta plus cos theta upon sine theta. Here you will get cos theta minus sine theta upon cos theta. After solving, what you will get? The sine will go in numerator, you will get sine square theta upon sine theta minus cos theta. Along with that, this cos theta. Here you will get cos square theta upon this sine theta into cos theta minus sine theta. Now you can see that here it is sine theta minus cos theta. Here we have cos theta minus sine theta. I want to make both these things same. So what should I do? I will take the negative sign common from here. What you will get? Sine square theta upon sine theta minus cos theta in the bracket along with cos theta. When I am going to take minus common, this minus will shift here. So it will be minus cos square theta upon sine theta into, now sine will become positive, minus cos theta. Take LCM, what you will get? Sine theta cos theta, sine theta minus cos theta. In the numerator, sine cube theta minus cos cube theta. Now in the next step, what you have to do, you have to open the formula for a cube minus b cube. What will happen? You will get sine theta minus cos theta, they will be cancelled, and you will be left with 1 plus sine theta cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. You will be left with like this, sine theta cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. Write individually 1 upon sine theta cos theta plus, when you are going to write sine theta upon sine theta cos theta, it will become 1. Now 1 upon sine theta is cosecant theta and 1 upon cos theta is secant theta plus 1. I have skipped one step here, you have to write each and every step. Now coming to the next question, 1 plus secant a upon secant a is equal to sine square a upon 1 minus cos a. When you are going to solve this kind of question, you have to solve LHS and RHS simultaneously. In LHS we have 1 plus secant a can be written as 1 upon cos a upon 1 upon cos a. Solving it, cos a plus 1 upon cos a into cos a upon 1. The denominator will be cancelled and you are left with cos a plus 1. Now what we have in right hand side, sine square a upon 1 minus cos a. You have to get cos, but we have sine. Can we change that? 1 minus cos square a upon 1 minus cos a. Now in the denominator nothing is there, but here we have 1 minus cos a. Can we cancel that? Look, in the numerator we have a square minus b square. what we will do? 1 minus cos A into 1 plus cos A upon 1 minus cos A. 1 minus cos A, 1 minus cos A get cancelled and you are left with 1 plus cos A. Left hand side, right hand side. You have to write LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. Like this you have to do. Question number 5, I think we have already discussed the same question in which we are dividing numerator and denominator by sin theta, and you will get the answer. We have already discussed this question. Now question number 6, the main question, the important question of this exercise, question number 6. What do we have? 1 plus sin A upon 1 minus sin A under the root is equal to secant A plus tan A. As you can see, under the root is on the left hand side but no under root on the right hand side. To remove this under root, what I will do, I will rationalize the denominator. I think you already know how to rationalize 1 minus sin A. We will multiply it with 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A. The main motive of rationalization is to get a perfect square in the under the root. So what you will get, 1 plus sin A whole square, and in the denominator 1 minus sin square A. Can you tell me what is 1 minus sin square A? 1 minus plus sin A whole square upon, this is cos square A. Now can you remove this under the root sign? 1 plus sin A whole square, it will be 1 plus sin A, and cos square it will be cos A. But the answer was something different. What we will do? 1 upon cos A plus sin A upon cos A, writing independently. 1 upon cos A is secant A plus sin A upon cos A is tan A. So this is how you are going to do this question.